You think you know me?
But yeah, can you imagine? That would be the ultimate WE, like, fuck you to the fans if Triple H beats Bryan.
No, but it's the problem is that what would be the point of giving him the chance to fight for the title unless he's going to beat him?
Yeah, I would say, like, get the fans' hopes up, and then,
Yeah.
that would be the ultimate shit on the fans if he didn't even make it, and it was just Randy Orton versus Batista, the match that nobody wants to fucking see.
Well, the thing that gets me, the thing that I find funny about Batista, he has no in-ring mic skills. My God, I could do a better job than him. It's like you've been doing this for how long? I mean, come on. He started with Evolution back in, what was it, 2004, 2005,
Yeah.
and he'd been going for maybe 6 or 7 years. How is it that you've been with this company for so long and you still sound like Keanu Reeves?
Ish.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go to the Royal Rumble and I'm gonna win it and I'm gonna come to WrestleMania and I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna become the next world champion. Deal with it.
Pretty much. I mean, it explains why he's never gotten a main role in any of his movies.
My God, his acting skills suck.
Actually, the guy looks fugly. Cause I just watched the Royal Rumble a few nights ago. I'm like, man, he looks like, I don't know if it's like the spray on tan he's got or those freaking the shoes and knee pads and the trunks. Seriously, I like those hot pants type trunks. I either like the regular underwear looking ones like Randy Orton would
Yeah,
wear, or I would
yeah,
like the shorts, like Dolph Ziggler. But I would like those the halfway like the hot pants type looking ones. I just can't seem to like those.
yeah. Why has he got spray on jeans, dude? You're nearly 40. Deal with it.
I know, everyone's like he's trying to fit into his skinny jeans. It's like,
Well, talking of skinny jeans, this is something that I thought it was funny. I was wearing a pair of jeans and they were a little bit too small, and I was carrying something over to the house here,
yeah.
and I dropped something and I bent over and I just a rip right up the back of my trousers. That's what I'd love to see.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well, at least one thing.
NRTF, man. No room
Uh,
to fart.
well, at least one thing. We won't have to see sodding the champ is here.
Oh my.
I am sick to death of John Cena with the strap.
Yeah, I mean that's two sayings that kind of sold me on this year's WrestleMania. Cause looking into it, it was pretty bleak. Cause they were like booking the card pretty late and stuff. And CM Punk dropping out.
Yeah.
Um. By the way, welcome to the podcast, folks. We're doing WrestleMania 30 predictions.
Yeah.
Um. It's
Oh, by the way,
yeah,
you know the Elimination Chamber.
yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go and watch the Shield versus the Wyatts. It was an amazing match.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like 'cause I haven't really watched wrestling that much in the last 2 years. Like just after like WrestleMania 28,
Mm,
I kind of went a dry spell. But I think the W Network kind of like brought me back a
yeah.
bit, and I don't know, it's like a long dry spell for me. And yeah, like people are
No,
like,
but to be honest, I think you have to do that because I remember, I think it's about 5 years ago, going back to about 8 years, I didn't watch wrestling because you can become bored
yeah,
because it's not like it drastically changes from
I know. It's
pay
weird.
per view.
It's weird is that like it was a lot better back then than it is today. So I don't know what turned me off. Plus, see, so I kind of missed that whole entire, well, at least most of it. That's 400 days CM Punk reign, and CM Punk's one of my favorite guys. But
Don't like
I'm sorry, I mean I'm in his camp. So, but
No, I can respect him because he's got great mic skills. He's a great wrestler, but there's just something about him that annoyed me. I mean, partly because that 428 days or whatever it was run,
yeah,
he just came over as some arrogant little bitch. and so
Well,
it just got on my nerves.
he was playing it into his heel days, and he was supposed to lose it twice technically, but first to John Cena, but he got hurt, so he stuck with a
Yeah,
couple month feud with Ryback. And then he was supposed to
true.
lose it at the Elimination Chamber, leave to WrestleMania to Chris Jericho, but he accidentally knocked out Chris Jericho in the match. So,
All right.
because he was supposed to like
No,
lose it to Jericho and then win it back at WrestleMania.
no, it's just for instance, um, someone that I think is an amazing heel is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that
Whether
too.
he's good or whether he's bad,
Yeah.
it just works. You know, he could insult the audience, but he did it in such a way. Whereas, it's like best in the world, whatever, dude,
Well, it's like,
best ever. Well, although I suppose it's no worse than Bret Hart. Best there was,
yeah.
best there is, the best there ever will be.
Well, I was watching a lot of Stone Cold documentaries lately,
Yeah.
like, and listened to the Stone Cold podcast. Yeah, for those who don't know, I just discovered that there's freaking Stone Cold has his own podcast.
All right.
And on this website called Podcast One, where I just host it's like a network of podcasts. Stone
All
Cold
right.
has one, Chris Jericho has one, and Jim Ross has got one.
Nice.
So yeah, they're pretty damn entertaining.
Yeah.
But anyways, like so Stone Cold
Do you remember
eats.
there's a Canadian dude who looks like a bit like a skunk because he's got this stripe of white hair through his hair at the front.
I don't think
Some
yeah.
Canadian dude. And he had, it wasn't a podcast, it was like a TV show, and he would interview, all the different wrestlers.
No, it's
Do you know
not.
what I'm talking?
No.
Okay. Well, I have to find out. I have to find out what it's called so I can tell you because that was a really good TV show.
Yeah.
You
Um.
had, Bret Hart and Stone Cold.
But yeah, as I say, Stone Cold would say that if he can go back and change anything in his career, he would not have done that heel run after WrestleMania 17 because nobody
Oh,
wanted to hate him.
yeah.
He tried to get.
Isn't that when he did that what thing?
I don't think so, but
I'm pretty,
I don't know when he did the what thing, but like he was trying to get all kinds of heat, like beat up JR in his hometown, but stuff like that, and it's like nobody wanted to hate him.
no,
Um.
I'm pretty sure that was around about that time because that was when he basically he went into some events and he won the title and he turned around to the audience. He said, "The only reason I won it is because I did a deal with
Yeah,
Vince
that's
McMahon."
what I'm talking about.
And
Yeah.
he started saying, "What?" Around about that time, like he was going crazy or something.
So simple and so iconic.
Yeah,
And you're talking about the Wyatts and the Shield. I didn't get to see it, but I did get to see like the rematch they had on Raw. That probably would have
it,
been epic if Seth Rollins had left the freaking team. But over the last year, I'd say
yeah,
the only good matches have been tag team matches. Like you have Cody Rhodes and Goldust like put on like match of the year quality
yeah,
matches every night,
yeah,
and then we got the Shield and the Wyatts tearing down the house. What do you
yeah.
think?
Um, I would say that the matches that Bryan Danielson had with um, Randy Orton weren't bad.
Yeah.
Not because of Randy Orton, but because Bryan Daniels is a really, really good wrestler.
Hmm.
It's just, it seems to me that whoever Bryan Daniels wrestles with, he makes it a really good match.
Oh yeah. And I was watching I'm looking at Randy Orton. He's already got gray hairs growing on his beard. Like he's only 33 years old. It's like that. He must be really stressing out with that job,
No, I think it's all the drugs he took when he was younger.
possibly.
Yeah, whatever you put into your body, it's going to reflect that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was doing all these growth hormones and steroids, I think his grey beard is reflecting that fact.
Oh.
And and also, don't forget, this is the guy that always used to moan, "Oh, it's not fair. I want to be the champion." If that was anyone else, he would have got sacked years ago.
I'd say you're 24 when you first started. Oh, almost 24.
Yeah,
Like that means you're gonna be around for at least 25 years if you go injury free.
yeah,
So it's like I would take like a couple of years sabbaticals between reigns, but
yeah. And also, the problem with Randy Orton, he really needs to learn
yeah,
humility.
yeah. Like
I mean, look at, say, Roddy Piper. He never won the title.
oh yeah.
You see him moaning.
I kind of see Daniel Bryan like that. It's like Piper didn't need a title to get over the fans, you
No,
know. Um, And was shit I was gonna talk like with John Cena, that's the problem, and like what kind of like brought down WCW. It's like the older guys don't want to, either the older guys don't want to step down, plus the business doesn't want to like go into someone new. When the young guys want
Well,
to spot.
well, in that case, TNA are in trouble then
Yeah.
because they seem to be taking all the ex WWF, WWE wrestlers.
Like
And in my opinion, the people that they should be looking at is the generation that was there when TNA were, a small company,
yeah, it's like
and pushing young wrestlers.
yeah, the Teenager best. They haven't had a good year since like 2009. And like
Yeah.
Kurt Angle was acceptable. Him coming
Well,
over.
he's an amazing wrestler. It's not like oh my God, some of the
Yeah.
crap that they had from the WWE. It's like,
Oh yeah.
what is this? A retirement home for old wrestlers?
It kind of seemed like it. It's like freaking I like the new Outlaws or the new WWE Tag Team Champions. Like
It's
what
like, what the hell?
what retirement home did they escape from?
I mean, bloody hell! I mean, I'm pretty sure they're older than me.
Oh, most likely. But I can tell at least they didn't hold on to it too long. Kind of like nostalgia type thing.
Yeah,
Um, and what was I gonna say? With TNA, if I was running a place, because they were doing the best when they're mostly original talent.
yeah.
Um,
Oh,
if
absolutely.
I was running a company, I would only bring in like one, like at the super pros, like Kurt Angle or Jeff
Yeah,
Hardy or whatever.
yeah.
I'll bring in like one, like other legend, like a year, just one a year.
Well, put it this way. A lot of people knock Shark Boy.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Shark Boy than Hulk Hogan anywhere near my freaking wrestling company.
yeah.
I
Okay,
would.
let me edit that. I'll bring like one person a year, to share spotlight and stuff. Get over the older guys or
Mm,
whatever. Get one title run. But I
mm.
wouldn't bring in Hawk like someone like Hawk. I wouldn't be doing anyone to share management with. No, 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 no. Like you're here to wrestle. You know.
Well, the reason why I wouldn't have Hulk Hogan anywhere near my establishment
Yeah.
is because he wants to be the limelight of
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, he wants to run it. He wants to be the champion.
Yep.
He wants to have his own faction. It's like, dude, you're 60. You want to start winding down before you die. Both your hips are replaced. Take a hint. Even your body's telling you to take a back seat.
That dude can barely do stairs, and he wants to like get in the ring. Uh,
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the thing is that if you look at the WWE, one thing I think they've done very well in the last 4 or 5 years, they brought new talent. I mean, think about it. 2 years ago, who would have thought Ryback would be so big,
yeah.
or the what's his name Wyatt, or the Shield, or even Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I was listening to the Jericho podcast with RED, and he was talking about how his temporary comeback last year,
Yeah,
compared to his older days. Like it was a lot different because he said like back then you had like a room for if you sucked, um, but nowadays like everybody knows what they're doing.
yeah.
I kind of think that's what all these NXT and the superstars and the main event shows are for. Just get everybody freaking test them out.
Well, you got to give them some practice. I mean, the
Yeah,
thing is that what you don't want to do is an example. They talk about stage fright. What you don't want is to have some guy who's great
yeah,
when the camera's not on him,
yeah.
and as soon as the camera comes on him, it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you," and completely just loses it because he's not being in front of the camera, and he suddenly realizes there's millions of people watching him. He needs to practice. That's where the likes of NXT will come into its own. And also because of the WWE network, apparently they want to have a lot more airtime for NXT.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I'm actually impressed with the show. It's actually kind of fun to watch. It reminds me of
Mm,
when I would go to like the FCW shows and stuff like
yeah.
that. It's refreshing and it's pretty entertaining. It's just it's a breath of fresh air.
Mm.
That's what I like. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, at some point I will get the WWE network.
Yeah, I guess I'll plug it here. It's actually pretty damn good. I don't know. Actually, I don't even think it's out in the UK yet, because I think they want to work out the bugs.
Well,
Uh,
you can actually join the American network
okay.
from the UK, so that's not really a problem.
Yeah, it's not on cable, but you can get like on any device, your computer. I can watch on my computer, or my tablet, or my PS3.
Yeah,
That's my favorite. I can just put the PS3 on and watch it on the TV. Um,
yeah,
and free 60 PS4,
yeah,
or if
etc.
you have one of those Android phones. And it's got a plethora of content. I mean, it doesn't have everything right now, but it's only been up for like a week and a half, And you know how
It's
long?
got a lot.
Oh, it's got a lot. They don't have like because they're promising like 100,000 hours of content. So many original shows, every
Mm.
single episode of Raw, SmackDown, ECW. You know, I say give it a
They've
little
even got
time.
they've even got WWWE and WCCW as
Oh
well.
yeah.
I never even heard of WCCW.
Oh, I have. Yeah, it's like not every saying is up. Looks like if you go to like Raw episodes, you see like 1993 to
Yeah.
1998, because there's a select year tab,
Mm,
1998, 2012, 2008. It's like,
mm.
well, it's only been up for 2 weeks, and I know how long it takes to upload like a 3-hour HD video, so
Yeah.
give it some time. They looks like they upload all the important shit first, like all the WrestleManias and
Well,
pay-per-views and
yeah.
stuff to focus on the pay-per-views before they do the shows. Like Totally
Yeah.
Divas ain't on there, or a couple other not Tough Enough's not on there.
Yeah.
I want to see Legends House. You know, put all these old school legends under one roof and have them like do silly shit. Apparently that was filmed like a couple years ago, but WWE never found a channel to host it on. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I was going to say, I mean, look at they got the After Hours Raw event.
yeah,
I mean, last week you had oh God, I've forgotten his name. Ric Flair.
yeah.
They had
Jim
Booker T.
or like Jim Duggan and stuff. Yeah, they
Yeah, this week they had. I think this week they had Jim Duggan.
yeah,
But the point is that it's interesting just to just listen to these old guys talking about
yeah.
why they think this person will win or that person. Just
Yeah,
no,
basically WWE's got like kind of like a NFL sports commentary show going on too before and after the Raw and
yeah.
SmackDown, where a couple of the announcers, a couple of the legends, to speculate over who's going to win what or whatever.
To be honest, I think it gives it more credence because
Yeah,
now it makes it look like you're watching a
sport.
real sports event rather than sports entertainment
Yeah,
because they're talking about these events like they're real. It's not a case of treating it like an entertainment thing. You know,
hmm
it's like, yeah, well, Randy Orton did this, and this. They're talking about it as if it's really a sports, and I
yeah.
like that because it's just a different aspect, a different way of looking at it. In other words, they're behaving like fans. You know, the way we talk,
Oh yeah,
where we're talking about an event.
yeah. Yeah. The WWE looks pretty damn cool, folks. I would suggest it because you can get all the pay-per-views for only $10 a month as opposed to $50 a month.
Mm.
And doing the map, I think they'll definitely make up the difference with all the people that are willing to drop 10 only, you know?
No, but the thing that makes me laugh is you think about it. They must have listened to what I suggested in the last podcast, because remember I was saying I think $20 is a decent amount for pay per view.
Yeah. It used to be 30, which is understandable.
Yeah,
Um,
but 60 is
yeah. And I remember listening to a episode of Howard Stern where Vince McMahon was on there, and he was saying like, well, we would only see like maybe 50% of the profits for a pay-per-view buy. So yeah, I guess they had to they're doing this to make their money back.
mm. Well, no. The point being is that you you what you want to do is pick the best price where it becomes throwaway. You know, $10 a month is throwaway money.
hmm
$60 now you're moving into games console
Yeah, I like
prices.
you know me. I don't like spending $60 on anything.
No, but the thing is that when you buy a console game for $60, it's not like a day later it disappears.
hmm
You know,
That's
you
right too.
watch it once and that's your lot, mate. It's
I
like, what the
know.
fuck?
Yeah, for those who know, if you buy a pay-per-view, you only got access to that like 24 hours.
Yeah,
It's like the most expensive rental ever.
yeah.
Yeah, it, it's almost a price of a hooker.
Well, to be honest, you'll probably find you could actually get cheaper hookers. I mean, Not that I'm
Hey,
talking from
go
experience or anything, but
get a good smoke afterwards here.
but you see what I mean? It's just it was too expensive. Now
Yeah.
$10 a month, that's not bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's cheaper than my
That's what
ISP charges me.
£6 or something. Six,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's nothing.
Oh yeah. Or hell, if you have a roommate, you can go halves on that shit.
Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. So I think it's definitely a step in the right direction because
Yeah.
if it encourages more people to watch it and pay for it,
Yeah.
in the long run they might actually make more money. And remember, the more people watching their events, then they might earn more money in sponsorship.
Oh yeah, 'cause the pay-per-view buy rates are like been going down, 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 for years. So yeah, hopefully this will help. And shit, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Cover me.
Well, I was going to say I hope they don't do a Raw on the pay-per-views because, quite frankly, Raw is a pain in the backside. You sit down and it's like, yeah, just sip my cup of tea, and before I've finished it, it's like an advert, huh? And then they come back for like 10, 15 minutes, and there's another advert. It's like,
Oh yeah. I've yet to catch one of the shows like completely live. But no, the only adverts I really seen are like it's like wrestling related adverts. Like check out the new Shawn Michaels DVD or something, or NXT pay-per-view coming up. So I got to catch one because there's actually you get your shows, your pay-per-view tab, and you got your like what's playing live, like it's a channel,
oh, okay.
And so I have to really catch one of the shows live yet. So hopefully maybe SmackDown, I'm gonna experiment with that and get back to you. Um,
Well, an example, if you take out the adverts for Raw,
mhm.
the average Raw is about 2 hours 10. That means there's 50 minutes of adverts.
Like you guys could have fooled me at some of those freaking shows. I was watching with a friend one day, and it was like every 9 minutes an advert, and we were just getting sick of the adverts.
Yeah.
So bad. Oh, okay, I remember what I was gonna say. Honestly, I know people are like, I can just look up these shows on YouTube, or I'll torrent that bitch. Like, I just out of YouTube, it's like you got 50-50 shot if it's gonna be on there, if W doesn't take it
Mm.
down, or if it's gonna be any decent quality or something, be
Yeah.
grainy or someone like pointing a camera at the TV.
Yeah.
And I don't like torrents just because you guys sit there for fucking 6 hours to download the fucking thing. You know?
Well, I can download them in 20 minutes, but that's not the
You know
point.
what I mean? So like
The
you like,
point is just that they look like shit.
oh
An
yeah,
example, I've seen some, and the only reason I know that it's Randy Orton because their music. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to tell from the weird blocky blob making its way towards the ring. You see what I mean? It's just
oh
the
yeah.
picture quality can be so poor that you can't actually see who it is. It's like, who is that? Is that Randy Orton? That the Big Show, Ultimate Warrior? What? So the point is, because it's in HD, I'd rather pay and be able to see it clearly. And the thing is, that also you probably find because after the Raw's shown live, you probably find that they'll probably upload to the WWE Network a version which you can just watch whenever you want.
Yeah, because I'm not sure about them like putting the shows there. Like, so I look at the schedule today. I'm not seeing actually SmackDown. Like, because like
Mm,
right now Legends of Wrestling's on, which is a damn good show. Basically they sit like 5 legends down, kind of like the pre-show, and they talk
mm,
about stuff. Right, they're talking about key moments in wrestling history. So
yeah.
here at 4 o'clock we have the Stream Rules 2012 pay-per-view,
Mm,
and then Raw Backstage Pass on what. But yeah, anyways, we have 7:30, just the SmackDown pre-show, and then they show something else. Which is
all
the
right.
Legends of Wrestling and old school and stuff. And then the SmackDown Backstage Pass at 10. So I'm guessing watch like the pre and the after show on the W
Mm.
Network and watch the SmackDown on TV. Um,
Yeah, I think it's because of the contracts. I mean, eventually that contract will run out,
yeah.
and it's possible they might just move it to the network as well.
So yeah, folks, don't cancel your cable company just yet,
No.
because if SmackDown and Raw did go up on the network, I would just cancel my cable, altogether, because
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to the Anime Network and the WWE Network. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah.
cable. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, and so now if I happen to miss SmackDown entirely, if you have a mobile device, you can just use the WWE app just to look up all the show, all the matches results and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, So, yeah, it's getting there.
By the way, the last Raw had an amazing sequence with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I saw
It's
the ending.
basically he hijacks the ring, and there's literally dozens of people around him.
Yeah,
And
I think there's
what
a
makes me
thousand
laugh
people.
is Triple H sends two security guards to empty this ring, and there's about 100 people in it. And it's like, oh, well, look, there's two of us. We can't force 100 people out the ring. It's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah. What's the if I would you'd be like you don't pay me enough, or I would just like go up to the crowd, pull my gun, fire a couple shots in the air to get them to scatter. That's the only way. That's the only way they would be able to do it. If they were armed. Uh,
True, but they wouldn't do it now because it's PG.
yeah.
It'd be like, uh, and you know for a fact that some crazy dude would copy. It's like some 12-year-old kid took a shotgun into school saying he copied WWE, and they'd be like, "No!" You know, there's always one moron who would try and copy them.
Oh man. But yeah, it's like definitely they kind of listen. At least they've been listening to Dale Bryan because it was gonna get better for Dale Bryan fans, because WWE did a dick move where he won the title twice in a row and they ripped it away
Yeah.
from him both times. You just don't do that two times in a row, man.
No, but to be honest, I've never seen another wrestler
Yeah.
where the owner of the company literally pedigrees the guy and then gets Randy Orton to hand in the money in the bank to win it. I've never seen that before.
Oh, Vince would have done it if he was in shape.
Well, yeah, he probably would have done, but the guy's about 68 now or something like that. So basically, Triple H is the new Vince McMahon.
Pretty much. I was looking at because I'm watching it and I like tell my friends about it, and they're like, "Oh man, wrestling sucks these days." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I'm watching SmackDown from 1999."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Damn!" I was like looking at the show. I was like, "Damn, Triple H looks young." And I looked at him today, like, "Fuck, he looks haggard today."
But then, you're saying about Batista. I
Yeah,
swear he's had Botox on his face. Seriously, because they were showing Batista in Evolution.
yeah.
He had more wrinkles on his face than he does today.
The
It's like,
dude's the dude started wrestling when he was like 36. He's no spring chicken.
no, but if you look at his face, he's got not a single wrinkle.
Yeah. Yeah, Hollywood makeup, man. I'm telling you, he looks like the color sprayed on tan. He like those little like those freaking those little brown makeup powders that you just put
Yeah.
on your cheeks or something. He looks like that. He does not. I feel like if I hug him, I'll have a whole bunch of brown on me.
Well, I think he probably
That's why
uses
Chicky's
the
a white
same.
guy.
No, I was going to say I think he uses the same brand that Christian does because that's another guy. It looks like it's sprayed on.
Oh man.
Because if you look at his body, then look at his face.
Yeah.
It's like his body's browner than his face, and it's like, dude, man, you're blonde. You
Yeah.
got blue eyes. Cut the crap. Just get rid of that varnish off your skin.
Oh man.
I mean, an example, when he's wrestling, you can actually see streaks where the sweat has taken away the fake tan.
Triple H Batista. He looks like he's freaking a turkey that's being basted, like ready to. He's done. He's done.
No, but it's not just that. But if since he's come back,
Yeah.
he just comes across like someone that's out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally knackered by the time he's walked to the ring,
Yeah. Like,
for crying out loud.
I'm sure those jeans are squeezing the fucking breath out of him. But the guy is like not wrestled in 4 years, and when he left, he was
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
He's hurt
yeah,
and 40.
yeah.
So that's kind of like we should kind of go out. Like leave.
Well, the thing is that, well, obviously he's
But
doing it for the money,
yeah, because I don't think
and
his other
also,
adventures have worked. Yeah.
it's a part-time contract.
Uh huh.
But I think maybe those tight jeans have cut the circulation to his brain because it's like, dude, man, you can't wrestle. You're bad on the mic.
And what they should have.
Even,
What's up?
an example, even it's like he's trying to be the heel,
Yes.
and everyone in the audience doesn't care. He's
Uh,
getting no reaction at all.
what should have happened was like they should have not announced the Batista that was coming back. They should have made him a surprise Rumble entrant.
You know what would have been funny?
What's up?
They did what you suggested, and then the Batista music kicks in, and it's silent.
It's just,
Nothing.
I feel bad about Rey Mysterio. He was number
Well,
30. Everyone's going, yes, yes, yes. And they're like, fucking boo! Shit, Mysterio, boo! Oh, man.
but that's because I mean, Rey Mysterio's he's never changed.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Rey Mysterio as a heel for a change.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
He's never changed. He's always been the good guy. He's always playing the same role for the good part of a decade. He's
I
boring.
Well, two things. One, he's kind of one of the kid favorites, icons and stuff.
Well, of course, of
And
course.
two, high flyers ain't usually particularly as heels. Or not, they
True.
just never work out. Not in the WWE anyway. And three, he's not threatening. Not physically threatening to the good guy.
I don't know. I mean, Daniel Bryan. I mean, he's a short-looking guy, but when he runs and he does that sort of drop kick in the bloke's face, he gives the impression he could literally knock anyone out. Like when he runs across the ring, he brings up his leg and he pushes his leg into the person's face.
Oh,
Do you know the move I'm talking about?
yeah,
Hi- Well, when that hits, it looks like it could knock even the Big Show out. Whereas when he does that 316 thing,
yeah.
I'm sorry, but that would
That's
be
fine.
like a 4-year-old jumping and swinging their legs into my chest. He'd be like,
Yeah, the guy is
"What
so.
are you doing? What are you doing?"
Ray really should be just done because he's just getting hurt too much and
Yeah.
like he can't jump around anymore. And like he's just slower and stuff. And
If what I would use Rey Mysterio for, because he still sells a ridiculous amount of merchandising.
oh yeah,
Get him to work on with Michael Cole and get rid of what's his name,
JBL.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, I like Jerry.
I like him, but
Yeah, he could.
dude needs a break. Put it
Oh my
that way.
God, yeah. I mean, fuck, the guy collapsed on Raw one day, and
I mean, for crying out loud, when you have a heart attack on at your workplace, dude, man, take a
I
break.
saw Jerry Lawler at a convention, a Comic Con convention, and dude looked like the road had ruled him. He was like
Yeah,
he's like he needed some fucking coffee. That's what he looked like, like
yeah.
'cause he was taking it all. Guys like, okay, what's your name? And I'm just he was just the road was ruling his ass.
Yeah.
And that's also when I found out Piper's actually damn good at video games.
Yeah?
Yeah, because people
Oh,
were
I didn't
lining up
know
to
that.
challenge him in like the latest SmackDown game, and where he plays himself. Like, who could
Yeah.
beat Roddy Piper?
Nice. You see what I mean? It's just I think I would use him more in a commentary position because you can still roll him out a couple of times a year, to do a match
Yeah,
like the Undertaker. I mean, that's another dude who's who really should have retired about a decade ago, but
I
because he's only doing one match a year, you know, he could
yeah
just about do it. Yeah,
yeah.
go
Like
on.
even Stone Cold's calling him an old dinosaur on the podcast. I think he should retire at 20 or 21 and 0. To be honest, but
Yeah.
I guess he's gonna go at 25.
I think he has to be careful because this match with Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar is not a great worker,
Yeah,
and all it takes is one mistimed move, and it could cause serious damage.
yeah. I'm really seriously worried for Undertaker's health because Brock keeps accidentally hurting people.
Yeah,
He's nearly made CM Punk miss SummerSlam.
yeah,
Freaking, he hurt the Big Show.
yeah,
I probably hurt the guy before that.
yeah,
He keeps actually injuring people. And Undertaker, you're frail these days, and you don't want to go
yeah,
in with a guy that's an unsafe bruiser. You
yeah.
know, it's like 'cause that's one of my three concerns. Or at least the two concerns. Basically, I just don't think the Brock is a good draw. Anymore.
No,
Cause it's like I was watching last year's WrestleMania and it gets Triple H, and that match could not be quieter. Like it was quieter than their SummerSlam match, and that's fucking saying something.
yeah.
Uh, but so yeah, it's just Brock's not worth it to be honest.
Well, no, I mean, I would compare Brock Lesnar to Goldberg.
Yeah,
because it was Goldberg that concussed. I've forgotten his name. Bret Hart, and the point being is that the you don't want to have him concuss the Undertaker because WrestleMania will not be the same without the Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know, it, you know, as much as I love the Shield, I'm not going to pay $60 or $10 a month to watch WrestleMania 30 or 31 to watch the Shield.
Yeah.
Partly because, I'll be honest, I'm the biggest mark for the Undertaker, so my opinion is slightly biased.
Yeah.
But it's just the entrance,
Hmm.
the fact that they always try to make an effort at WrestleMania. With a normal Raw, you get the usual, the theme kicks in,
Yeah.
smoke kicks out, the room goes blue. But when it comes to WrestleMania, it's very rare for them to have two introductions for him that are the same.
Yeah, because the Undertaker is WrestleMania. Like once he goes, WrestleMania is not gonna be that so great.
Mhm.
And they call Undertaker the last outlaw, but I'm like, no, cause he's famous because he's the last gimmick. You know,
Mhm.
got everyone else wrestling under their fucking real names and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like the last gimmick. Um, so
And also,
yeah,
I don't think anyone else has a gimmick where they are someone else.
pretty much.
I mean, Triple H is Triple. Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah, it was weird. Like no internet connection problems or nothing.
No, because just done a test,
Yeah.
and it's basically saying my download speed is 61 megabits, my upload speed is 2.5, yeah, 2.9 megabits.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's fast. It's not fast enough.
Yeah, the computers were acting slow for some reason. Yeah, I got no programs really doing anything. So
To
yeah,
be honest, I think it's Skype,
it's possible.
which just seems a bit weird that I can access the web and do everything, and it decides, you know what, we're going to cut you off. There you go.
I was listening to the like the Stone Cold or whatever podcast, and he's basically got to do commercials and shit. So you're Stone Cold like advertising stuff. I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's a job. You know. And he's talking about
Oh, come on.
GoToMeeting.com.
Well, it
Um,
pays the bills, doesn't it?
yeah. Yeah, he's like, you see, I got to get those little gimmicks in the mail called bills, got to do.
Yeah.
So he talks about GoToMeeting.com, which is basically a kind of website where you get on, webcams with multiple people and do your projects and combos or whatever. And I
All
just
right.
look into it and stuff. I'm like, $60 a month. I'm
Fucking
like, are you
hell.
fucking hell? Just one of you needs Skype Premium for $10 a month and tot out. Yeah.
No, that's a wow. Wow, and there's me moaning about the price of PlayStation 4 games.
I know, right? Fucking, you must be like a really you're a big businessman or a very online game social freak if you want to pay $60 for a webcam service.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, on to the WrestleMania card, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, there's two things that really sold the pay-per-view. It definitely wasn't the Undertaker and Brock match, which we'll talk a little more about later. One, the fact that John Cena is not in the main event anymore.
Thank God.
The motherfucker's been highlighting the main event for 9 straight years. Somehow he always finds it. If he's like in the secondary world title main event or the final match of the night, he's always made it. But now he's not even in the main event. That is something.
Yep.
So that's one thing. So the other thing that sold me is the 30-man Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting.
Yeah, because when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
It's like that was, I think that's really nice. Because not only am I watching like SmackDown episodes from 1999, but I was like watching Andre the Giant, in the steel
Mm,
cage or the
yeah.
Kamala and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I thought that was very nice of them and stuff. And so yeah, and there's only been like 5 people confirmed to be in the freaking Royal so far. Let's see here.
Wasn't John? Yeah, John Cena's with Wyatt Earp. I mean, what's his name? Wyatt. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
Who they announced for the Andre the Giant Royal Rumble thing?
I can imagine the other two white members are gonna be in there. But so far, it's only like 5, 6 people. There's Big E, Ryback, Kofi Kingston, Damian Sandow, Curtis Axel. I can imagine Big Show's gonna be in it.
Mm.
But yeah, that's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. And also, how are they going to do it? Are they going to do Royal Rumble where
I think
you
that'll
know,
take
the
long.
or are they going to just have 30 people in the ring?
I think that's where they're gonna start it.
Okay. Yeah, because well, actually that makes sense because you want to make it different from the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and the Royal Rumble takes 1 hour. I mean, flipping heck, WrestleMania is 4 hours already.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy about that match. And I bet, and best luck to the winner. What if I should start putting? If I had to put money on this WrestleMania? Because I remember, I said I stopped betting on WrestleMania since 25, where I lost 180 bucks. I lost
Well,
I lost every match.
one match I can guarantee you will make money. There's no freaking way the Undertaker's going to lose to Brock.
Yeah.
No way.
I heard where the place where he plays bets, they just stopped putting bets on the Undertaker because it's guaranteed win, or loss.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Who knows? But okay. I guess we'll look at the possible matches first. Because yeah, WWE, it's only like 3 weeks away, and you're still forming the card. But
Yeah.
we have a possible Christian Sheamus match.
Yes.
So yeah, Sheamus has just come back, so he's back in the mid card for now. We'll see what happens with him. Christian, I think that he's kind of getting on his final run at the WWE.
I heard that his contract runs out soon.
Yeah. So I think he's kind of his final run.
Yeah.
But also I heard another person their final run is Alberto Del Rio. He's gonna,
Really?
yeah, I heard he's gonna retire after his contract because like WWE's just got like no, creative has got like nothing for him anymore.
Well, it kind of makes sense because the thing is at least Del Rio
Yeah.
or Dorito is still reasonably healthy.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want to become a Ric Flair where he's wrestling in his 60s because he spends way too much money on stuff he can't afford. And it's like, Rick, what are you doing? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're nearly as old as my dad, man.
Del Rio, he rents those cars. Rick buys them,
Yeah,
and then
literally.
buys a backup car.
Yeah, and then he probably gives them all away when he has a few drinks.
Probably. Oh, that man.
Doing his Elvis Presley impersonation. Did you know? I know this is a tangent, but I think it's funny. Did you know that apparently in one event, um, Elvis Presley, he had a few beers. He started giving out Cadillacs to everyone in the audience. A Cadillac's not cheap.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely had to work that off.
So can you imagine if Ric Flair did that? That would explain why he's never got any money.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, hey, I don't know, I'd like go to Elvis's dressing room for like a cooler of beer and some paperwork.
I can't even drive, but I'll take a Cadillac.
Okay, hell yeah, man.
Well, shit, you sell that for $50,000. you
Oh
won't be
yeah.
worried. You won't be worried about buying games for the next year or so.
Oh yeah.
It's like, can I afford to buy Legend of Dragoon for $50? I've got $50,000 in the bank. Can I afford Suikoden 2? I think I can.
Yep.
In fact, I get 2 copies just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, why buy 2 for? Well, I can afford it.
Our place died by weed.
But no, with Christian Sheamus, I don't know why, but I've got a feeling that Sheamus will win because if Christian's contract is going to run out soon, I just get the feeling that they'll give it to Sheamus because he's around for a little while longer.
Yeah, he could probably use a push.
Yeah, and also the way that they're pushing this match, because from SmackDown and Raw, Christian kept attacking Sheamus for no reason at all.
Hmm.
and he said nothing personal, but you're in my way because he wanted to, you know, win the World Heavyweight WWE title.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you attacking Sheamus for? Why don't you attack one of the other five people? I mean, four people, with the exception of yourself in the
Well,
elimination chamber. Why him?
I know you gotta take out Randy Orton 'cause he's like Randy Orton's bitch. You know.
Yeah, he is Randy Orton's bitch, isn't he?
I don't think he ever beat Randy Orton clean in his whole career.
Probably not. The only thing I don't understand is Randy Orton. What is the deal with him that he seems to be able to cut so much slack with WWE?
Mm.
It's like if you look at his career, he's been a complete arsehole his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
He's treated people like shit, and he hasn't been sacked.
It could be the fact that he's Triple H's buddy, but
Mm.
yeah, I really don't know, 'cause you know I know Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin and
Yeah,
Mick Foley. They always had something special about them, you know.
yeah.
But I don't, yeah, I don't see that with Randy Orton. Like, no one really had a good thing to say about him in the DVDs, really, or nothing.
I mean, the thing is that at least with Shawn Michaels, he was a really, really, really good wrestler.
Hmm.
He's really good on the mic.
Yeah.
Um, he's the total package. And so, in his earlier years when he was probably roided up, people could put up with that because he brought so much. He brought more positives to the industry than negatives. And then you got Randy Orton, the guy that takes so long to get to the ring that you could go and have a pee, make a cup of coffee, come back, drink it, and before he's actually got to the ring, he wrestles lethargically, like. I mean, I know he smokes, but damn, man, this is wrestling. This isn't a movie. You can't take a second. You can't take three or four different cuts to get the perfect attempt. You know, he botches half of his moves.
Speaking of movies, I found Randy Orton was originally going to be in the Marine. I remember, 'cause I remember, the first Marine was actually going to be starred by Stone Cold.
Mm.
But, like, the Stone Cold's agent's like, the script sucks, man. You need to pass on this, it'll ruin your career. Um,
Yeah.
and then, Marine 2 was going to be Randy Orton, but he was
Mm.
injured at the time, so Ted took it.
Yeah.
And then the third Marine, he was going to be in it, but then because Randy Orton's passed with the Marine Corps, he was allowed. Because for those who don't know, he got dishonorable discharge from the Marine
Oh,
Corps.
well, the thing is that Stone Cold was in the original. Oh, what's the name of that Sylvester Stallone film? You know, the one with Jason Statham and Dolph Lundgren, a bunch of
Oh,
people.
Expendables.
Well, I thought that Stone Cold did a better acting performance in that film, and he didn't even say a word,
I,
than John Cena did in The Marine.
I like his movies. Yeah, he's pretty good. But I say is, they kind of they only like exploit Steve Austin the badass. Wait, if you seen Raw, the guy's motherfucking funny. You know, so
Yeah,
he's got personality, he's got range, but they only play him as Steve Austin the badass. You
yeah.
know, and yeah, not to mention, these movies are exactly popular, but turns out Stone Cold actually likes the fact that most of his movies are direct to DVD because
All right.
he's kind of against people fucking paying $30 to go to the theater and get expensive ass popcorn and shit. He's like, just watch it at your own home. That's why I like direct DVD so much.
Well, the thing is that Dolph Lundgren, Jean-Claude Van Damme, quite a few other actors have made a career of straight-to-DVD films, and they've made quite a decent living from it.
Yeah,
So it's not like Stone Cold is losing out.
yeah, yeah. When he's co-star with somebody, he's like, he just did like the package with Dolph Lundgren and stuff like that.
Mm.
Oh man,
And the irony of it is some of the straight-to-DVD films are actually better than the films that are released in the cinema.
yeah. The only,
I mean, an example.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
go
know
on.
you don't like Condemned. But I think what really suffers, they tried to release it the same fucking week as Spider-Man 3 and a couple other blockbusters, you know?
The only thing I think the main reason why I personally didn't like Condemned It just felt like Battle Royale, but with the internet.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. Because I remember shows like kind of same week as like Spider-Man 3 and like
Mm,
Pirates of the Caribbean sequel. I'm like, there's three movies I want to see, but I only have enough money for two, and so
yeah.
I'm lost out.
And also, I don't think it was Stone Cold's fault. I just thought the script was dire.
Hmm.
I think if you give him a really good script, like for instance, I'm going out on a limb here, but imagine if he played a Conan the Barbarian style character. I reckon he would do a really good job.
Man, I want Steve to do a comedy so bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Although he could be in the next Star Wars film. Boom boom. Well, he said comedy.
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Um, well, I want to know a little bit more about what the hell's this film about. I know nothing about the next Star Wars film. What is it? Prequel, sequel, what?
I think it might be a sequel. Who knows? Um, 'cause there's like so many book series that's pick up after the freaking Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Mike, can you imagine Stone Cold with a lightsaber?
I can imagine Stone Cold. The funny thing is, imagine Stone Cold as he is now, but as a Jedi.
Yeah, say it. And it's fucking the hilt of his lightsaber is the beer bottle. Like, and a bottle that comes out the beams. And then he'll turn off his lightsaber, drink a couple gulps, and turn it back
Yeah.
on. Oh man.
That would be awesome. I
Oh
might
hell
actually watch
yeah.
it. And instead of doing um, backflips, he just starts using wrestling moves on the enemy.
See, like to Peter right out of his helmet.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be so cool.
But yeah, Christian and Sheamus. Yeah, my money's gonna go on Sheamus on this one. At least
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like pure wrestling.
yeah.
Let's see here. Another one of the possible matches. Let's see here. Looks like a 8-man tag. Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville from and Bo Dallas from so a bunch of heels from NXT versus Jack Swagger, Corey Graves of the Ascension. So basically, this is going to get NXT some spotlight.
Mm. The only thing is I get the feeling that we're going to
Oh
see Cesaro versus Jack Swagger
yeah.
because basically they've been screwing each other over
Mhm.
because they keep Swagger keeps
Oh.
getting involved in Cesaro's matches and getting him disqualified.
Apparently, saying as how like sits at his 8-man or NXT, it's gotta be like Team Cesaro versus Team Swagger.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
Yeah. Hmm.
I guess it would be they'll wrestle the teams to see who is the real patriot.
Yeah. But I guess my money would go on Cesaro's team.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't like Snagglepuss.
It was surprised we can get him actually get some cheers. Some
Yeah,
odd reason. They come out, they're trying to be heels, but we're in terms of USA.
yeah. And every time they do the We the People, the whole audience are joining in.
Oh yeah. It's like this ain't say a long time in the Rock.
Yeah,
uh, but that'd be pretty fun. And of course, what I kind of predicted, they might have a Usos versus the tag New Age Outlaws for the tag titles rematch.
yeah. But I don't think that the Usos will lose because they haven't had it long enough.
Yeah. So I figure that's what the Outlaws are holding out on a rematch for. But if anything, they should have gave the Usos the titles yet. They should have had a win
Yeah,
at WrestleMania. That would have been a better moment.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And then I would have had it so that The Rock was the commentator. And so the Usos win it, and then you got The Rock coming into the ring, handing the two tag team titles to his cousins or nephews or whoever they are.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have been an awesome moment, and then The Rock could get his moment in the lights, because he loves to
Yeah.
be seen.
This is true. Okay, other possibilities. There's a couple ideas for Dean Ambrose apparently. Like a possible Big E versus Dean Ambrose to unify the Intercontinental United States Championship. If
Mm.
that match went down, who do you think would win?
Dean Ambrose, because to me he's a more complete wrestler. Big E Langston, okay wrestler, boring as hell when he talks.
He just seems like average dude. But yeah, I think we need more black guys in the main light.
Well, yeah, but someone needs to help him with his mic skills, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that if someone is talking and my automatic reaction is to start, I don't know, doing something else, he's not working. You know, change his personality maybe. Give him a character that's unique. Just make him more than just some big dude, because there's enough of those. I mean, you had that Russian guy. I have no idea who the hell he is.
What, Vladimir Kozlov?
Yeah. Do you remember a couple of years ago there was another big Russian guy that turned up? He, I think he was a UFC fighter or something.
It's escaping me.
Anyway, and he had the typical "I will break you" sort of accent, and he turned up, was there for about 6 months, and then you never saw him again. I just got that. I just get that feeling about this Kozlov guy. He'll be around for 6 months, and no one will even remember his name in 2 years' time.
Pretty
It'd be like,
much.
remember that big dude? Which one? Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah.
But no, I just like to see Biggie Langston work on his mic skills. Yeah. Put a bit of passion in your voice when you're
Yeah,
talking.
like I mean, I remember when Regal was talk about when he he wasn't a really good talker at all, but so Tony Schiavone will come on down to the studio on your day off and stuff, and they just put him in front of a camera, let him have the camera like all day, and so he was just like
Yeah.
recording like promos like all day, just practicing his talking.
Well, yeah, that's what he needs to do. Get people interested. If he's a face, I mean, even as much as I knock John Cena, one thing that I cannot ignore is the fact that his mic skills are really, really good. Yeah. Copy from the best. If it works, copy it.
Hmm. You think Bobby
Because
Lashley was a okay talker or nah?
no,
Yeah. 'Cause that's what,
what?
yeah, that's Biggie like saying. They say he's a new Bobby Lashley.
Oh dear. No, it, it, Bobby Lashley just reminded me of a weightlifter that just stumbled into the WWE ring by accident. He took the left instead of the right, and it's like, "Hi guys." Yeah.
I mean, they're grooming him to freaking be a new the new Cena, but he just fought his dude, he was disappointing. Like,
Yeah.
sure you were disappointing? Question mark.
Exactly. I mean, to me, the problem is that a lot of these wrestlers seem to think that being big and bulky is all they need to work on.
Oh
They
no.
don't realise that it's an entertainment sport. It's not just, you know, it's not just about being big. I mean, look at boxers. The boxers that we remember tend to be people with personality. They hype the fight.
Yeah.
So, that's what I want to see. I want to see it hyped up, not just Biggie Langston turning up, whooping people's butts. Say, see you at WrestleMania. Huh? Why would I bother? You're going to win anyway. Whereas if you look at Dean Ambrose, he's got that crazy gimmick, which reminds me a bit of Mankind.
Mankind, you say?
Yeah, because with Mankind, he had that crazy kind of gimmick.
Well, yeah.
He reminds me of him. It's not exactly the same, but it's that slightly. He's always near the edge. He always looks like he's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
he seems
explode.
like the crazy gunman, Yeah,
Yeah,
like when you like need to hold your family hostage or something. That reminds me.
yeah,
He's like just he's kind of like like kind of like Brian Pillman in a way.
yeah, yeah. But
I like that.
no, but to me, I just think he's a far more interesting character.
That's another thing I missed too. With my sabbatical from watching wrestling, CM Punk's title reign, and I pretty much missed the majority of the Shield. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you missed a lot of really good matches.
yeah. And I don't see. From what I hear today, they don't break them up just yet. I know they'll have all good singles careers, but don't break them up
Mm,
just yet. Yeah.
mm. I personally, I would keep them together for another year or two because the, they just work well, and also they're like the authorities pit bulls.
Yeah.
You know, if the authority need someone to be brought down a peg or two, the
Mhm.
Shield turn up and whoop their butt.
Oh yeah.
And the point is that they can still wrestle singles. You know, they can do tag team, and then you've got three members of the group at the same time. So there's no reason to break them up.
So I mean, do you think like the Shield would interfere, or like they would get like ejected from the ring
In what?
if Big E and Dean Ambrose win at it?
Um, no, I think the Shield would if they were going to have Ambrose versus Biggie Langston, then I would have thought that the other two Shield members would be in another match. Otherwise, they would just knock out Biggie Langston while the ref isn't looking,
Hmm.
and Ambrose wins.
Let's see here. The other possible Dean Ambrose match is a triple threat with the Shield members: Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins.
I'm not too sure because up to I suppose SmackDown, it looked like the Shield was about to break up, but they seem to be on the same page now.
Yeah, I would say when I say bring up, maybe at least let
Yeah,
them.
go on.
I'd say do it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, because I don't think you can really break up the Shield, and then there needs to be a reason for them to want to have a triple threat match, and I don't really think basically wrestling for the United States Championship really is enough if they're supposed to be that close.
Yeah, but regardless, though, that would be a really good match because of the
Oh
styles.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, they did actually have a triple threat match in Ring of Honor, so it's not like they haven't actually done this before.
Hmm.
So I think they could pull it off.
Yeah. But yeah,
But to be honest, I prefer if they rematched the Wyatts in a pay per view event.
oh yeah. I would say why it's like a hardcore match or something. Yeah, would have been better than John Cena and Bray Wyatt, but
Oh God,
it
yes.
is what it is, I guess. I'm guessing the other two Wyatt members are just, bodies for the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But I guess moving on to let's see here, to a confirmed match. Oh, okay, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. What are your initial thoughts?
Please don't let John Cena win.
Oh yeah, I mean Bray's actually been on fire lately.
Yeah,
And I'm actually happy too because he's a big man. They don't like putting over big guys anymore.
I know because a good old Husky Harris is about £400.
He doesn't look it.
No,
I would
and he doesn't,
more like you like
and he
300 perhaps, but I would.
well, he still moves like he wrestles more like a cruiserweight. I mean, some of the moves he
Yeah, he's kind
does,
of like Dusty
it's quite.
Rhodes. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and his mic skills are just phenomenal.
oh yeah, that
I
guy
mean,
is really improved.
did you know that he actually writes his own lines?
Hmm. I did not know
And
that.
yeah, no, he writes his own stuff, and then he shows it to creative, and they just sort of edits it here or there,
Yeah,
to help him out. But he pretty much writes his own stuff.
that's good too. Cause I think back when he was Husky Harris, they just didn't know what to do with him. You know,
No,
they didn't have him speak,
no,
they didn't do shit. They kind of like put him in the same rut that Cesario was been in. Basically labeled as the guy with no personality.
yeah, oh yeah, but I don't know. I think he'll be around for a long time now because there's something about the crazy dude that just is interesting.
Oh, that's
And
that's another thing too. When I was saying I was worried to be a Daniel Bryan fan, because I remember we actually didn't finish that conversation.
all
Because
right,
with the title getting ripped away twice and stuff, and then with the whole Wyatt family angle, that was just a weird shift. Putting Randy Orton and John Cena, and then like moving Daniel Bryan. Still, basically Daniel Bryan was butt out of the title picture. And I
yep,
remember when he was recruited in the Wyatt family. Oh my God, the crowd's so shit on that angle so bad.
yeah,
It was like we better just cut this short. Like 2 months, 2 weeks in, man, they already freaking changed him
yeah,
back. And
yeah,
but then he loses to Bray Wyatt at the Royal Rumble clean, and it
yeah.
was the best match that night. But
Oh,
he
absolutely.
lost to freaking Bray Wyatt clean.
Yeah.
So it was like this is pretty bad if you're a Daniel Bryan fan. So like
Mm.
his only chance would have been at the freaking Elimination Chamber, but then he
Hmm.
lost that too. So
Yeah.
and it's like if
But
go on.
I was going to say the thing, what I understand from other podcasts is that they put it in such a way that when Daniel Bryan does win the title, because it's been such a struggle to get there, the pop he will get is just going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When he finally wins that title, it's just going to be huge. You're going to have a whole stadium shouting yes at the same
Oh
time.
my god, yeah, that has to be the final image. Because if he doesn't
Yeah.
win, or if he gets screwed out the next night on Raw or something, honestly, I think the window's gonna starting to close. Like people are gonna stop like not even caring about Daniel Bryan.
Well, to be honest, I think if they screw him over after WrestleMania, you may find that a lot of people will think "fuck this" and stop watching
Hmm.
because it's like, come on, man, let the guy have his 15 minutes of fame. He's worked so hard all year,
Yeah.
and he finally wins, and no, no, no. I mean, the proof is that he's not going to get buried. It's the fact that in recently he's basically been able to get away with shit that no one else would.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. There's no other wrestler that I can think of, well, maybe Stone Cold, has been able to literally stop the whole program. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the way that he did that with the Occupy the ring.
I've seen Randy Savage do it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is a long time ago. I mean,
WCW. Yeah.
just as Stone Cold, with his beer festival and what have you.
Oh yeah.
But it hasn't been done for a long while. That's my main point, really. Not that it's never been done before, but it's been a while since they've done that.
Uh,
So I think it kind of sticks in our mind because it hasn't been done
yeah.
for a long time.
Definitely. But John Cena and Bray Wyatt. The angle itself, the feud itself. Um, it just seems really, really rushed and weak.
Yeah,
Albeit the Wyatts have been kind of like bouncing from superstar to pick on it like every other month now.
yeah, that's true.
I say they really need to do some serious damage to Cena lead up to WrestleMania or something, make us care. You know?
Well, didn't they attack? No, that was the Shield. I'm thinking of who attacked John Cena in the past.
Yeah.
But I would, I think with the Shield, what they really need a couple more teams who can sort of tag up with someone to wrestle them, because it just kind of feels like they don't really know what to do with all three members. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you can attack them this week, next month. Who do we attack this month? I mean, they just seem like the Shield 2.0.
Um. Yeah. So I think it's like I remember like a year ago we were all kind of like doubting the Wyatt family because the Shield was just that damn hot and stuff, and
Yeah,
now we have the big trios going at it. And
yeah.
I really want to see the Elimination Chamber pay per view and see this freaking match that people are talking about.
Oh, it was amazing.
Was it a clean finish?
It was, well, yes and no, because basically they took out two of the members of the Shield. I mean, they took them out. I
Interesting.
mean, do you want me to spoil it? Spoil it for you.
Uh, sure.
Well, basically, Dean Ambrose, he's fighting Bray Wyatt, and then he disappears.
Yeah.
Then the two other members, Luke and Harper, they took Roman Reigns and they put him through the Spanish announcers table.
Ooh.
And then Bray Wyatt came into the ring and he did that Abigail on Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So he did beat him clean, but that's only because the other two members were not there.
Mm. Yeah, that works. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So, well, fans, what do you think of the Wyatts? I'd love to hear your opinion. Maybe you could, leave a message on the video. Who do you think should win between John Cena and Bray Wyatt? Personally, I prefer Bray Wyatt because, quite frankly, John Cena, Superman, wins too often, and it would be nice just to see him act like a normal human being for once. You know, it's like John Cena turns up, he beats everyone, yawn, I don't care. And also, what match would you like to see at WrestleMania? An example, if you had to pick the match with The Undertaker, who would you pick? Because I wouldn't pick Brock Lesnar. Just my opinion. Tell me what you think. And also, tell us what you think about having Hulk Hogan as the lead commentator for WrestleMania. I don't know why. I mean, I've never really been a huge Hulk Hogan fan. I remember back in the day when Hulk Hogan was in his prime, I always prefer people like Randy Savage, even I don't know, Bret Hitman Hart. Trying to think who else. Never was that keen on the Ultimate Warrior. He was a bit crazy, it must be said. He was different, give him that. But do you like the fact that Hulk is back in the WWE? And what do you think about what do you think WrestleMania will be like after The Undertaker retires? Would it be as interesting for you? Anyway, leave a message. We'd love to get some feedback.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah, mom's talking to me. Anyways, I'll have to sing a jig. So yeah, why to Cena? I get the feeling Cena's gonna win, but I'm voting on Riot. Riot.
Yeah,
Wyatt. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I know what you meant.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Then of course we have Undertaker and Brock. Um, yeah. Now the thing is, hopefully these guys can play a good match because I know they can. At least back in the day they did. Um, yeah.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago that Brock Lesnar put together a decent match.
Oh, what's 11 years?
I mean, the thing is that the last match Brock Lesnar was in was against the Big Show, and he just beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, not anybody cared about the Big Show to help save him, you know?
No.
Jeez. And is it me or like Brock have Jedi Force powers? Because
Yeah.
broken chair, he like raises his hand and a chair flies into his hand. You know?
Yeah. The thing is that Brock Lesnar was beating down the Big Show before the ref had even
Yeah.
started the match.
Yeah.
You'd think that the ref would have said, "Dude, this match is over. You're disqualified."
I know, right? And Brock was just pissed and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like I think the way you kind of look at Big Show like you got balls, man. you, the fact that Big Show kept coming regardless, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I don't think it did much for Brock. I mean, to be honest, I think I think it would have been better for Brock if he had wrestled the Big Show properly,
Yeah.
because then by beating him, it would have been more significant.
Oh yeah.
So, regarding the Undertaker Brock Lesnar, there's no way he's going to win.
Yeah, but I think it'd be a better bet if is Undertaker to get injured or not injured.
Well, the thing is that I think the Undertaker would meticulously go for the match with Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. So I think there's less of a chance because Brock Lesnar is a good wrestler when he wants to wrestle. I think what he needs someone to lead,
Yeah.
direct him what to do.
Mhm. I wonder if this is gonna be a straight match or anyway, 'cause it could be, like I said, it could be quiet or something, you know. Um, like it might need to be like a no holds barred or something, just to get some oomph in the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I
Yeah.
mean, the thing that I loved about that match was Brock Lesnar's going on about, yeah, I want everything. I want to win the WWE Heavyweight Championship. And then the Undertaker just turns up and he's like, all right then, yeah, I'll wrestle you.
Whenever somebody like I would actually Sting or something and face. There's other people that could face Taker, man, but
Well, the thing is that I heard that Sting was supposed to be coming to the WWE, but because his contract with TNA's run out.
Hmm.
So that would have been the perfect match because let's just say that,
Yeah.
um, let's face it, The Undertaker doesn't have many more matches in him.
Mm-mm.
So for him to wrestle, another icon such as Sting,
Yeah.
you can push it as the battle of the two companies.
Hmm.
You know, one of WCW's greatest wrestlers of all time versus one of the greatest wrestlers in the WWE for the streak.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. But well, I think the only one that really should be beaten, the Undertaker, if it's either he doesn't get beat or he gets beaten put over.
Mm.
Yeah. I think the only one person that really should beat Undertaker is John Cena, because once John Cena does that, he will be heel for life.
Oh, we can only hope, but you know that they'll never turn him.
Yeah.
What about Brian Daniels?
That's a big possibility. I would love to see that match. I know heel Brian would have got squashed, but right now, imagine him against Undertaker. That'd be good, man. But oh yeah. Anyways, Brian Daniels versus Triple H. What do you think of that match?
Um, if it wasn't for the fact that Triple H said that if you beat me, you can go on to wrestle for the world title, I probably would have said Triple H
Yeah.
because of his ego.
Mhm.
But now that he's added that, Brian Daniels all the way.
Yeah.
There is no way he'll lose.
But that's the thing about Triple H. Even if he's supposed to lose, he will go out and make himself look like $1 million regardless.
Oh, of course, without a doubt, because it's WrestleMania. You expect both of them to give their A game.
Yeah. But I don't like the placement of these matches because like that Triple H match is posted like right before the main event. Like Brian would have like no fucking rest.
Mm. And unless it's a short match, I don't know how he can wrestle two matches back to back and not be tired.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually pretty impressed when he did a tag match, and then later that night he took on Ryback and was actually beating Ryback.
No, but there's a difference between later that night
Yeah,
rather than directly after that match.
yeah.
He has another match.
And perhaps he's got some good cardio. Like Ric Flair, he was able to wrestle like hour 60-minute draws like back to back. Yeah,
True, true.
yeah,
But let's face it, Ric Flair is one in a million.
yeah.
I mean, that's why he's the Nature Boy. He's, the greatest wrestler of all time. Well, in my opinion.
I'd say like there's a couple guys could probably do like Dean Malenko or Ricky Steamboat.
True. Um, Even people like the Legion of Doom, I think, could do a 60-minute match,
Yeah.
although it's tag team, which is slightly different.
Like oh man, like definitely not Hulk Hogan.
But then, I was thinking the advantage um, Brian Daniels will have with, or Daniel Bryan. I keep calling him Brian Daniels because of Ring of Honor. But the advantage he would have is the fact that in a triple threat match, they can basically sort of not push him out the ring.
Hmm.
And so the two of them are wrestling, and he can take like a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
So even though he's had a long match with Triple H, they can do it that way, and he can get a little bit of a break before coming back. So at least that way, it's
Yeah, or
not
put
like
like the Undertaker match between those matches.
well, they would have to do something because he needs to have a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
You know, get some water because wrestling for 30 minutes, you're gonna burn through quite a lot of water.
Oh
So
yeah.
you need to replenish the body.
Yeah, let those muscles heal.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I definitely want. I mean, I definitely want Brian Daniels to win because,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. Yeah, I remember like we were talking about the Stone Cold Rock matches and stuff. How he kind
yeah,
of was he did like kind of like bad sort of like a bad performance on his final match against The Rock because that was his last match. He was hurt and stuff.
yeah,
I had found out thanks to watch like the documentary which he like the night before WrestleMania, like he had
mm.
stepped off an elevator and it all but collapsed and was taken to the
Oh,
hospital. And it turns out he
wow,
had a combination of a severe anxiety attack as well
yeah,
as like dehydration because he wasn't taking care of himself with all that beer drinking.
yeah,
And so yeah, he basically the day after, that's when he had his fucking WrestleMania match. You know,
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, blimey.
And that's when he's like saying it's like my body's pretty much telling me like it's time to go home.
Yeah. I mean, when your body's basically saying your body's actually just forcing you to collapse. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But at least he had enough sense to listen.
Oh yeah.
And also, the thing is he's had some horrendous injuries,
Hmm.
Stone Cold, through his career. An example, I was watching it was an interview with Owen Hart, and he was wrestling Stone Cold, and I think he did something to his
Oh
neck,
yeah, the power driver that broke his neck.
and he rolled up Owen Hart to win.
Yeah.
And Owen Hart said that his 8-year-old daughter could have rolled him up with more strength than Stone Cold did because of what he did to his neck.
Oh my god, yeah, like freaking yeah, like so yeah, Stone Cold he carried that company on his shoulders for like 5 years, hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because if you think about it, it was only when Degeneration X sort of joined up and they started going after WCW that there was someone else that was as popular as Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you think about it? Do you remember there was a program on MTV? It's like some sort of weird fight to the death, and they used to have Stone Cold as this plastic sort of little model, and he basically used to commentate these death matches, I think they were called. So he was so popular that he was probably one of the only characters at the time that was bigger than wrestling.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. But Stone Cold, God bless him, he's still a working man. He's like he's doing some action movies now. He's got the radio show, which I'll check it out.
Yeah,
And let's see, he interviews so many kinds of people, and he's doing the movies. And I said that. Oh, I mean the
nice.
reality shows. That's it. Like you got Redneck Island, which is getting a third season, I think.
Didn't even know I never even heard of it. So,
Yeah, he's got this show. 'Cause I think it was on the like country music channel or something. Basically, the country
all
music
right.
channel. It's called Redneck Island. It's basically Survivor, but with Stone Cold. Like essentially like two guys had to do a basic race to the finish line down the stretch of beach, right? But
Mm.
you're holding two beers, so you got not spill as much beer as the other guy, and make it to the finish line.
What I think would be funny.
Yeah.
The guy is winning. He runs to the finish line, and then Stone Cold just stunners him on the finish line.
Oh my God! Like you're eliminated. You're gone.
You don't win.
Oh, yeah,
Stunners him.
so yeah, he's got his own reality show called Redneck Island, and he's doing
Yeah, go on.
he's doing another one called Broken Skull Challenge. It's basically one of those tough man competitions.
All right. What's he going to get them to bring a keg of beer or something and then wrestle?
Oh man, who knows what's gonna happen there? Wait, I gotta check this out, the Redneck Island.
Yeah, I have to as well. I didn't even know.
I know he
I
did the
didn't
tough
even heard of it.
stuff, but yeah, 'cause I never really been too big on Survivor, but it's basically it's cable hands. Probably when I found out about it too much. Um,
Yeah, but it's got a Stone Cold in it, so definitely will at least look at
oh yeah,
it. If I was him, I'd bring on one of his wrestling buddies each week.
yeah. Oh man, and I found out that Shawn Michaels' show is actually successful. I thought, so I remember Shawn came out as a guest appearance, and he plugged his show, and
Yeah.
in fact I didn't hear anything about it since. I figured maybe like it flopped or something, but no,
Mm-hmm.
apparently it's getting a third season or something. It's got like
Nice.
McMillan River Adventures or something. It's a hunting show.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Won a Golden Moose Award for a controversial wolf episode. So I'm actually tempted to look at it because it's weird seeing a guy Shawn Michaels, the guy who's been like naked 5-star hotels and limousine rides. Now he's like sleeping in a tent by a river. You know.
Yeah, but then it's something that he really likes. So yeah,
After he interviewed Shawn Michaels, Shawn, that's something he picked up, after like in the years between like WWE runs and stuff like that.
yeah. No. I mean, the thing is that Shawn Michaels has a great personality, so I can imagine people watching it. And also, don't forget, there's a lot of people that are fascinated by hunting.
Yeah, it's like he usually like see when show like sit outside and like just he loved all the serenity. It's like the complete opposite of a freaking packed stadium and shit like that. It's like quiet and
Yeah.
serene and stuff. And that's one thing I
Oh,
like
yeah.
about in this town too, because I can just like sit on my porch and stuff and just the wind and the trees and stuff and it's all that like yeah, I'm glad like I don't live in the city where there ain't a tree for miles. You know.
The irony of it, I live in London,
Yeah.
and all near enough all the time it's dead quiet. An example at night, I walk down my street and it looks like there's not a single person that lives here because there's not a single light to be seen. And on the weekend, God, you can just sit out front and just relax and listen to the quiet noise, the quietness. There's no noise. You might see a couple of children running around, but it is deadly silent. And that's in the city. How weird is that, eh?
Yeah. Um. Well, yeah. So I just I remember like a friend of mine had a culture shock when he moved down to Florida. See where
Yeah.
he's used to like sleep in New York and stuff, and the windows open,
Mm,
and you hear the traffic and stuff.
mm.
Fall asleep to that, and he like falls asleep with his window down here and stuff. And, like a fucking cow sticks his head in the window.
Nice.
Like, welcome to Florida.
It'd be funny if the cow sticks his head in the window and starts licking his face. You're like, huh? What the hell? Cool. Although to be honest, I was born in a town called Bedford, which was like a small little town. So to me, I kind of prefer the small town environment than the city.
Oh yeah, yeah, peace and quiet's the best. I understand.
Mm,
Yeah, I just hang on the porch with the new cat and instead let her just do whatever while I play on the PSP.
yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, I guess I'll plug Shawn Michaels Show, McMillan River Adventures, as Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge, and the Redneck Island. Check them out.
Yeah. I will. And did I have a Divas match?
I didn't see that on the card actually. I mean, they're bound to insert something, 'cause people do need a bathroom break.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see that. Which is a good thing.
God, I hate Divas matches. They're so boring.
Yeah.
And that what's that crazy woman that's the champion?
Um,
What's her name? The short woman that's crazy.
AJ Lee. Oh God,
I mean, she's been the champion for like a
the
year or
longest
more.
running champion. Longer than Trish Stratus. That's fucked up.
That's Yeah, and Trish Stratus was a far better wrestler than
I
her.
know, and I'm starting to think maybe she had CM Punk luck or something, you know.
Mm.
But
Maybe they really were dating, and she basically had a word with the boss and got him kicked out or something. I don't know. I haven't seen him in months. Well, it feels like months anyway.
yeah, I was actually I was just a preview of like that Jim Ross podcast, and Trish Stratus saying how she hates being called the diva as a female wrestler, you know. Um,
Well, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, Trish. She wasn't my favorite, but she definitely had what it took. Yeah, like all the old school from the lady wrestlers from like the '80s and shit. They respect her.
Well, my favourite one was Victoria.
Oh, mine too.
I just thought she was great.
Oh yeah,
I mean, she looked like a wrestler.
yeah.
She's freaking huge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she looked like someone that could actually wrestle rather than sort of these divas.
Mhm.
It's like, why did they change it to the divas
It's
title?
like I remember the whole totally divas angle was weird because AJ Lee was
Mm,
the back. She wasn't on the show, and she was making fun of everyone that was on the show. 'Cause she
mm,
prefers that fact that it's better to be a woman wrestler and not some freaking reality show pop star.
yeah.
And all the other the good girls were defending that. I'm like, should we be on AJ's side? Because this is more about should this wrestling be the bigger deal? That freaking pop star reality show sellout.
Well, the thing is that if you want to be a diva, then become a singer.
Yeah,
If you want to be a model, then walk on the catwalk.
yeah.
But this is wrestling. The clue is in the fact that it's
Yeah.
a wrestling company that's promoting wrestling, not how pretty you look.
Oh yeah.
And can't we have a big old Bertha for once in a while?
Yeah, I know. Bring back Karma. I know she had a kid by
Yeah.
now. Bring her back. Uh,
Although I heard that she's in TNA, ODB.
no, no. I mean, I'm talking about Awesome Kong.
Yeah, Awesome Kong. Her TNA name was ODB.
No, that's a redneck chick.
Is it?
I'm talking about the big African American chick. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm
The
talking
one
about.
with the.
ODB is a totally different woman.
For some reason, I thought it's the same
You're
one.
singing Awesome Kong and Karma, basically.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. I would have got disappointed. She doesn't look like Karma.
Oh man, I thought Batista drinking bulked up and put on spray on tan. No,
No, but I think they should bring her back because I want to see someone else, someone different. And she
yeah,
looks like she could crush everyone anyway.
yeah, I know, right? Now we would have actually had to have some competitive female wrestling matches. Like 'cause her and Gail Kim were tearing up the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. But it is what it is, I guess. But
True.
I guess I'm gonna leave you people on some nightmare fuel. Um, I
Okay.
saw a commercial I saw on the network. I I was literally cringing and like shaking and damn near crying after I saw this trailer.
Huh?
I mean, I know you would watch The Condemned before you would watch this. Yeah.
Oh my God. Is it that bad?
Scooby Doo and the Wrestlemania mystery.
Do you want to hear something sad?
What?
I've actually got that to watch upstairs.
Oh my god.
No, but it's Scooby Doo, and I thought, oh, what are they going to do? Have loads of different wrestlers coming in going, yeah, so you got Randy Savage going, oh yeah.
No, if we got fucking Vince McMahon, we got Triple H, we got Kane, John Cena, Sin Cara, Chris
The Sin
Jericho.
Cara never says anything.
I know, right? And AJ Lee.
Oh, this is going to sound.
Oh,
I'm going to watch it anyway, but and,
seriously, we got John Cena telling the demon, the monster, basically, you can't see me. I'm like, oh, okay.
oh God,
Ugh.
I'm going to watch it and then I'll come back to you and report on how bad it is.
Oh my god, yeah, I had sad news is I had to review it. It's
Yeah.
just that it's like, yeah, it's just that bad. I can't.
Well, anyway, I'm going to watch it. So if you ever want to do a review, then
Whew.
it's going to be so bad that it might actually be good.
Oh Lord, yes.
It's going to be so bad that it's the entertainment factor of how bad it is that
Wonder,
makes it watchable.
I wonder when they take off the mask, who's gonna be?
Probably Kane. I don't want to go away with it, whether you pesky kids.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I bet you it's so bad it's funny. Blimey, the WWE really are sort of stooping when they're on a Scooby Doo show.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the first thing I thought was, they're still making that.
I know, right? And I just looked up and freaking, they're still making movies and shows and stuff. They're trying to keep this fucking dog alive. Yeah.
I mean, if this dog was in real years, he'd be older than me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they made Scooby Doo in the 60s, and I was born in 1972. That dog would be like, "Oh God, please leave me alone."
Rudy, fuck you, leave me alone.
Well, now you know what the Scooby snacks are. He needs something to keep him going.
I know, right? Fucking, it's like a fucking life enhancing drug or something.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Fucking found the Scooby's been eating souls in order to stay alive or something.
Yeah. It turns out that Scooby Doo and the evil villain have been working together for the last 40 years.
Oh,
you, you get me a soul, you can have the treasure.
God, that reminds me of that Sonic twist that they dropped. Where they,
Huh?
I remember in one game or something, they're gonna have Tails actually was working with Robotnik for the longest time.
All right.
Just,
That would have been funny, actually.
yeah,
Actually, that would have been an interesting twist,
yeah.
especially if it turns out that Dr. Robotnik was actually working for Tails.
Huh.
Think about it, that would be really hilarious. And it's like your arch nemesis was your best friend all the time.
Oh man, they really bring over some of the lines from the comic storylines from the comics. That'd be freaking. Cause I like seeing like dream shit that I would like to see in the games. You know, like Shadow versus freaking Metal Sonic.
Mm.
Whew.
I know it's a bit of a tangent. I'd really love to see a Sonic RPG.
There technically was one, but I think it was exclusive to the freaking DS.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have one.
Yeah, and I like the style. It was kind of like I think it might have been like that hit the button right away, kind of like Legend Dragoon.
All right. Oh God. That Legend of Dragoon, the hit the button thing was getting on my tit because I'd either hit it too slowly or too fast, and
Yeah, I know. It's like I finally started playing Mario RPG, and that has it too. I'm like, oh man, I really want to like you.
yeah,
Oh. And it's like I know you don't have to, but it's like you gotta do it. It's there. Yeah.
yeah. Well, the point is that it's like a challenge, isn't it?
Hmm.
You don't have to, but when someone challenges you, the temptation is to want to do it
Yeah.
to prove that you can, even though you don't need to.
Yeah. But anyways, Randy Orton versus Batista. If that's standalone, what do you think?
Oh God, that's a bit like being in the middle of the devil in the deep blue sea. Because I really don't like either of them.
Dude.
If Brian Daniels isn't in that match, I would say Batista will win because they've been pushing Batista in such a way that he will be the next heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But if Brian Daniels gets put into the mix, I think that Brian Daniels will win because, quite frankly, he's the most over wrestler, and even the fans don't care about Batista whether he's good or bad. That's why they flipped him because they weren't going to wait until later on to make him a heel.
Yeah.
But his reaction or lack of it from the audience was such that they thought, well, let's make him a heel because no one seems to care. And they made him a heel, and no one seemed to care.
I,
So he's trying to get the audience to be, boo him. But most of the audience couldn't even be bothered. It's like, can you like get off the stage, please, and let someone wrestle?
I know it could have been. I mean, it could not be his fault. It could just be like a bad timing and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I mean, like the CM Punk left because of him, and that was out of his control. You know.
Well, of course. I mean, the thing is, it's not his fault that CM Punk was unprofessional. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't blame him for that. I mean, the point is that what CM Punk doesn't seem to realise that he's not the only wrestler on the roster. I mean, Sheamus, he's been in the mid card for about a year, but you don't see him sort of throwing a strop and
Well,
taking his ball.
I think CM Punk was supposed to win the Royal Rumble originally, and
Mm,
they didn't even they they basically changed the results
yeah.
on the fucking on the day. You know, they didn't even tell them ahead of time.
Really?
Yeah, really, really. So yeah, can you imagine just having it in your head like your hopes up, you know, for like a
Yeah.
month, and then you're told on the fucking day, you know?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he wasn't listening to the grapevine because for when Batista was announced,
Yeah,
I had a feeling he would win the Royal Rumble.
yeah,
I don't know why. I just had that feeling because they always do that.
yeah.
You get someone who hasn't been around for ages, and suddenly they win a big event straight away.
And well, also I think you all originally left. It's like they originally weren't gonna do this with Daniel Bryan. Like
Mm,
seriously, they weren't gonna have him in the main event scene at all. It's like he did the Wyatts and this mid card. Basically, they really were set on Batista and Orton actually drawing the
yeah,
pay per view. But no, that was not gonna fucking work. But
no,
so yeah, they were basically taking CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, the top two guys over the
yeah,
fans, and bring back fucking Orton and Batista, something we've already fucking seen, you know. And
And quite frankly,
and so
to
yeah,
me,
so Triple H just he kept giving all of his fucking his workout buddies and his friends the good
yeah,
deals, and so he's like, if you don't Vince, I'm gone.
no, but then to be honest, I can understand why. I mean, look at the Outlaws. They they literally just come back and win the tag team
Yeah, and those
titles.
are Triple
It's like,
H's
come on,
friends.
lads. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm seeing a pattern here. CM Punk did too.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, it's just like things. So I guess I can see where CM Punk's coming from, and hopefully Vince McMahon would fly to Chicago and do the Jedi mind trick on or something like he did with Stone Cold. Um,
No, but you do know that the WWE said that CM Punk hasn't left the company.
oh, I know he's under contract.
So
But basically, he can't wrestle right now because he's still under
no.
contract for like another 6 months or something.
Yeah. So it's possible that they're just playing the angle that, oh no, he hasn't left.
Yeah, I remember they had one angle planned. Um, so I was it was kind of like laid out, but CM Punk had left before they could tell
Hmm.
him.
All right.
But they were thinking of because Batista's reaction, all that shit, the crowd reaction, like they was gonna have basically Daniel Bryan and CM Punk for the title main event at WrestleMania.
All right.
But like it was gonna be like Batista, he would win the Royal Rumble, and CM
Yeah.
Punk would come out and like challenge for Batista's shot and put his career on the line. So
All right.
title shot versus career, and he would basically would win Batista's shot, and Daniel Bryan would win the title at the Elimination Chamber,
Oh,
and they would still go at it, and you could still have your Batista Orton match. This won't be for the title.
true. Although you know what they could have done at the Elimination Chamber. What if Batista ran into the ring, screwed Randy Orton out of his title,
Oh yeah, there you go. That would have
and and then at WrestleMania
yeah.
you had Batista versus Randy Orton
Yep.
in a grudge match,
Mhm.
and it leaves it open for Bryan Daniels and CM Punk,
Oh yeah.
and everyone's a winner that way.
But yes, I was expect CM Punk though till after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Um,
no, he'll be back, but
or maybe he could be like a surprise entrant in the 30-man battle royal.
true,
Uh, but it's like I remember like RVD he wanted to come in for WrestleMania, but WWE's weren't happy with him because when RVD came in, he only had a 3 month deal, and then he decided
yeah,
just to go home again to see if he get some rest and stuff. And WWE wasn't too happy with that. And RVD showed interest. He wanted to come back, and make it in time for WrestleMania. But they're like, no, you didn't want to work for us earlier, so no WrestleMania.
true. Well, you can't pick and choose when it suits you.
Yeah, it's like you originally signed a 3 month deal. If only it's like RVD does not like the WWE schedule.
True. I think the problem is that they really do travel too much with,
Yeah.
and it's not like he needs the money,
Mhm.
and he's got other things like the comic shop.
True that. It's funny. I was listening to him online with Chris Jericho. He was to spend 45 minutes alone just talking about legalization of marijuana.
Yeah. Well, probably because he would be a great advocate of that.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like, why do you want marijuana to be legalized? Because I use it. I mean,
It's like I also heard her saying called like the McFoley deal because I was looking up cause my friend Rob he was a really big Kelly Kelly fan and it's like I had no idea what the hell happened to her, because nobody
mm,
talked about it. So I looked up for him and turns out after 6 years I think she kind of like after 6 years of wrestling not only was like her neck kind of getting like a little sore, but
yeah,
basically she wanted to also try some other things, like she was getting like modeling offers and all that jazz, but he's like, no, you're sticking with the wrestling, you can't do outside ventures. And then
mm,
like one day, like Triple H, he's like, we need you to make like a Kelly Kelly calendar, you know. So she posted pictures online of the calendar, but they're all pretty seductive. And he's like,
mm,
tell her to take them down. And she wouldn't, so they kind of fired her right away. But and she was trying to go for like outside ventures with the WWE,
mm.
and no, it's like you're not popular enough to get like the McFoley deal, which he gets to fucking do whatever he wants outside of WWE, but it only show up for a couple times a year.
True, but then Mick Foley doesn't work for the WWE. You probably find he gets paid for the events he turns up, but he doesn't have to sign a contract. Whereas she's quite new, so or even 6 years. I mean, Mick Foley's been around for like 20 years or something.
Right.
So
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
Chris Jericho though. He was getting the same deal as Kelly, man. He wanted to do Outside Ventures, and WWE was unhappy about that.
is that why you haven't seen him?
Pretty much, you know, like he wanted to also, tour as Fozzy. He wanted to try TV shows, acting,
Hmm.
all that jazz.
No,
Um,
but then you think they would have sense because you think about it. He's doing his TV shows and touring with Fozzy and
yeah,
what have you. What's to stop him sort of pimping the WWE?
yeah. I mean, that's basically what Mick Foley's doing too. It's like, yeah,
I mean, you want to get more people watching it, then you put people, you use your stars, let them do their own stuff, and get them to point the audience to watch the wrestling events, and your viewing figures might increase.
hmm
But if you're trying to control everything, where's the incentive for them to market the WWE outside the WWE? And so you don't get new viewers.
hmm
You know, it just seems a little bit silly to me. It's not like you see. I can understand why they would do that because you're always going to get some dumbass who works in the WWE and then wrestles for Ring of Honor or something along those lines. And the point being, if they get injured in say Ring of Honor, then the WWE still has to pay them their basic wage.
yeah.
But if they're going on a TV program, they're not going to get injured, and you can get some extra marketing. It,
I know, right? It's like if as long as it's like not like porn or something, they should
well, of
be
course,
all right, if them doing outside activities.
yeah.
But I think they want WWE just doing wrestling and doing the house shows and all that jazz.
Mm,
I was like, I think that after like a certain maybe like 5 or 10 years, I think you should be able to like earn that right.
yeah.
Um, like
Well, look at Mark Calloway. I mean, are they really saying that you can only wrestle once a year and you can't do anything else?
well, apparently, because they do not want him to break character at all. Yeah, always say he's never done a interview. I
Mm,
tried looking up Mark Calorie interviews, and all I find is stuff back in 2003 when he's a biker.
yeah.
I seen like two videos where he's like he broke character because he's at like Make a Wish Kids or something.
All right.
But that's about it, man. He's not allowed to break character. He's not allowed to freaking talk like a straight man. He can't write a book.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like it's like you're just paying you to freaking be a hobbit.
Probably explain why they're paying him a seven figure for WrestleMania just to keep him quiet. He pretty much gets paid the highest amount by any wrestler at WrestleManias, and that's probably because they don't want him to do anything else.
Basically, it's I would at least like to see the guy be able to talk. Just like do like a regular interview and stuff like that. I mean,
Well, of course, because
a shoot interview would be great.
yeah, no, because it would be interesting to hear some of his stories through the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have some great stories,
Oh man.
but
We may never hear it. I mean, 'cause I heard some pretty entertaining videos of him and Paul Bearer and stuff.
yeah,
Oh man, I remember like yeah, like cause I remember Paul Bearer had like pump gas at the gas station, and he can't Undertaker do it 'cause that's the Undertaker. He can't show the Undertaker pumping gas. So
no,
Undertaker had to stay in the car. And Paul Bearer really had to take a piss. Um,
yeah,
and so he's like, he's like doing like the happy dance while pumping the gas and stuff. And eventually he starts, pissing his pants and stuff. And so while he goes into the he goes to the gas station, I guess, to clean up as best he can. And when he gets to the arena, they're like, "Hey, Paul, we got you a present and stuff." And I heard it's a big box of the Penn's diapers. Apparently, Undertaker's like texting Vince, and then he just pissed his pants. uh, and, uh,
So I mean, he's probably got some really interesting stories to tell us about.
oh yeah,
I mean, in example, he must have had some interesting stories to talk about the Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan or
yeah.
you know Randy Savage. But to expect him to stay in character all the time.
I know, right? 'Cause I think there's a nurse store. Undertaker was just like he's like snoozing because he's a tall motherfucker, you know, so he has to have the chair lean back in most of the rent a cars. And
Yeah,
so he's laid back. He's still got like half his makeup gone, so he looks kind of like pale, like purple around the eyes and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I think one of the managers that he had at the time was like asking somebody for directions, and the guy was walking up to like, "You got a problem, buddy?" and stuff like he's gonna start shit. And the Undertaker sits up from being leaned back, and the guy sees Taker, you know, like the half dead maker, like, "What the fuck is going on?" He just runs, yes. Um, it's your story about the cucumber.
No.
Undertaker actually hates cucumbers.
Okay.
Oh, he can't fucking stand them. I guess like his mom used to force him to eat when he was a kid,
Probably.
and so one time, Undertaker like he came back from the bathroom and Paul Bearer like dropped a cucumber in his iced tea, and once he started drinking, saw it, he started puking all over the freaking Waffle House. Yeah, and see another one. Oh, and so Paul just kept praying the Undertaker like he would put a freaking you know, on his big purple rubber gloves and stuff and feel something squishy in the gloves. It's cucumbers or a big old cucumber in his hat and stuff. You know, just
Wow, that's someone who really does hate cucumbers.
yeah, freaking just that's whoo, just put it out. Oh man,
But no, it'd just be interesting. I know that they released an Undertaker triple set DVDs a few years ago.
yeah, but
Oh.
he doesn't talk.
I must admit, I do like his new outfit.
Oh yeah. Except for I saw one picture of him. So he's got like well, I'd say like he looks like the fucking until he drops down the hood, shows his shaved head. He looks like fucking Ministry Undertaker again. You know, the
Yeah,
fucking goatee and stuff. But I remember the
yeah,
hood and stuff and the lighting, and he looked like a fucking garden gnome. First,
yeah.
first,
Yeah, a 6'11" garden gnome walking
yeah,
down the ring.
that's a lawn gnome or something.
It's like, oi, where's your fishing rod? Yeah, well, good times, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know plenty of good rip stories. Oh man. I tell you about the time I got a big show in the Japanese bathroom.
Okay.
You know those freaking those small freaking Japanese houses and stuff with the paper slide doors, all that jazz. Well, imagine
Okay,
trying
go
to
on.
fit into those one of those little, like kind of like a tiny bathroom that you see in a trailer.
Yeah.
Imagine a man that size trying to get in there.
Well,
Uh,
blimey, imagine being our size and trying to get in there, let alone
yeah,
7'3".
yeah. So he's trying to get on this toilet and stuff, and eventually he swings out his arm and punches one of the walls, and the wall collapses. So it's basically a hallway wall. So if you're walking to your room and stuff, there's a big empty section, basically an open bathroom with Big Show there. This is it's like
Yeah.
I think Billy Gunn passes by. He's like giant shit fit. Oh man. Um.
God, more like, yeah, damn, it must have been a smelly one. Took out the whole wall to get some fresh air in.
Oh man.
I didn't know the Big Show wrestled in Japan.
I'm sure everyone's been to Japan. International tour, I guess.
Well, I suppose the WWE do go over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Because do you remember in the past they used to send some of their wrestlers to the Japanese wrestling companies?
Hmm. Uh,
They did in the past.
yeah. Let's see here. What's another good story? I remember one time. I think it was our Billy and Big Show story where I think they got cut off on the road and they're like, chase that fucker and stuff. And Big Show was like leading out the door and he didn't have anything to throw at the car, so he got this big ass burger and just threw it and splattered the burger. And then Big Show's like, oh great, I have no lunch now. But we got him.
Yeah. Although to be honest, I think the Big Show can afford to buy another burger or two.
Yeah,
That's why I couldn't get that angle that they did with the Big Show
yeah.
supposedly being
That's what I was about to
pretend.
say. Yeah. But he's broke.
It's
Like
like,
the motherfucker has his own tour bus.
yeah, and he must make it. He must make at least $10 to $15 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, if Randy the loser Orton earns $24 million one year, I think the Big Show probably made more, or at least a similar amount. And it's not like he's Ric Flair with his limousine riding, jet flying lifestyle.
1 second, the kettle was out. Be right back.
All right,
Came back.
nice.
But if you want to hear some more road stories, I can oblige. Want to hear a good with Big Foley, Stone Cold, and DDP?
Well, I was going to say we've been going like 2.5, 3 hours. So
Okay. I guess one more.
okay, go on.
All right. So they're all sharing a hotel room and stuff, and DDP is just, after he gets out of the shower, just walks around naked and stuff, and Mick Foley's still really happy about, it flapping in the wind. Um,
Yeah.
so I think they didn't have any towels at the time, and so DP's like, call the lady service. I'm gonna go get some ice, and they come by with the room service comes by with the towels before DDP gets back, and so they hide all the towels under the bed and put like just like a little washcloth in the bathroom, and they're like, oh, they dropped off the towels, and so he goes in there like, what the fuck is this? It's a little washcloth, and so he goes, I'll go down and complain at the desk, and so he leaves, and then they take the towels and sit them right on top of the TV. It's the first to see when he gets back. And then later that night, or well, basically, they pulled back the sheet, and they had a whole bunch of cookies, and they laid out all the cookies on the bed and stuff, and covered them over the sheet.
Yeah.
And so DP starts fucking like flopping around and stuff like, and he's like, "What the fuck? There's cookies in the bed." He's like, "Damn, guys, I think I have to get my own room from now on."
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that's enough of wrestling.
Well, I was going to say, in wrapping up, do you think the the actual matches that they've announced will be interesting?
WrestleMania as a whole.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Just based on the ones that we know about, not the rumored ones.
Yeah. Yeah and nay. I guess it's definitely not gonna be the best WrestleMania, that's for sure.
No.
I mean, if you would have thrown like a good CM Punk match or something,
Yeah.
or add a couple more legit matches on there, that would have been great. But hopefully these guys can tear down the house and stuff.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I just thought of a way to bring in the other two members of the Shield.
all right.
If you got Dean Ambrose versus Biggie Langston, how about the other two members of the Shield versus Ryback and what's his name, Mr. Perfect Son?
Um. Oh, you mean was it Curtis Axel?
Yeah, in a tag team match.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, as a whole, I don't say it's gonna be the best WrestleMania, but it ought to be decent. Um,
Yeah, it won't be the worst.
yeah, it's not gonna be the worst. It's not the worst of WrestleManias. We could do it, but it's a podcast in itself. Quick off the top of your head, what's like one of the worst WrestleManias for you?
Oh God, what was it? It was something like 2001 or I think WrestleMania 21.
Oh, the Hollywood Fiend one.
Yeah,
That one was okay. It was just I think it wasn't really that good coming off WrestleMania 20, which was awesome.
yeah, that was an amazing. I suppose the problem is that when you have a really, really, really good WrestleMania,
Yeah,
become really hyped.
yeah.
So like when the next one is a bit of a damp squid, not very good, it's kind of disappointing. And the weird thing is, last year I actually thought it was quite a good WrestleMania. It wasn't the best or one of the best, but it was moving in the right direction in my opinion. It was slowly getting better. So it's a bit hard to speak about the overall thing, but they really do need to have a couple more really good matches. I mean, if I was them, I would just break bread with CM Punk, get him back, um, put him in a match with someone that can really wrestle. And if I was them, I would go all out for Sting. Can you imagine if Sting turned up at WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, WrestleMania 30 or less. Um. Oh,
And the thing
I
is,
know Hulk Hogan's probably gonna do some kind of segment.
well, he's going to be really the commentator.
Yeah.
He's like, one of he's the main commentator for WrestleMania. But imagine if, for instance, the night before WrestleMania, Sting turns up and is honored.
That would be interesting.
Well, the point is that it would be something that no one would expect. The next day, Sting turns up and wrestles somebody. at WrestleMania, and no one has any idea. At least it would be one of those "oh my god" moments.
Let's see here. We say the Hall of Fame. See that'd be interesting. 'Cause I do like hearing the guys talk for a bit and stuff. It's pretty cool. Um,
Well, I heard that Linda McMahon might be inducting the Ultimate Warrior, which
huh.
seems a bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I think Carlos Colon might be in it too.
Well, they haven't announced Carlos Colon yet,
Yeah, I can't find a list on it, but
because I know Lita's inducted. You've got Jake the Snake Roberts. You've got the Ultimate Warrior.
oh, Lita,
Uh,
cool, yeah.
I think Andre the Giant has been inducted.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Andre the Giant has been inducted or will be. I think that's why it coincided with the Andre the Giant award for the 30-man Rumble type thing.
Surprised he's not already in there.
Yeah, I thought he'd been inducted about 10, 20 years ago.
Oh, Paul Bearer's gonna be inducted.
It would have been nice if they did that while he was alive. I mean,
Yeah,
it's almost as if it's a sympathy vote.
yeah. It's like I kind of hate how whenever like a singer or like a or sports guy like dies and like immediately a movie is made after him, like 2 months later. Like for
Yeah.
example, Ray Charles, like or fucking
What's
what's
his name from
Johnny
Batman?
Cash?
Well, I was thinking of Batman Returns, and Heath Ledger dies, and so he gets a posthumous Oscar.
Well, that role would have got him it anyway. You saw how good he was.
No, but the way that the Oscars work, they never give Oscars out
Yeah,
to comic book films ever.
I know.
You could have the best movie of all time, and it will not win best film.
Yeah, they're stupid like that. That's why I don't watch the Oscars.
I don't watch it.
They usually have a comedian host the Oscars.
Yeah,
What
and
the fuck's up with that? They don't give awards to comedies, but they'll have a comedian host the Oscars most of the time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hypocrites. But yeah, Paul Bearer beaking it. Uh, some people say that the Undertaker should break character and induct him. I think if you're gonna stick with Undertaker in character, they should probably just have him like come out and do his Undertaker, his Undertaker salute, saying,
Yeah.
and just have like either Kane or Mick Foley, do the talking.
True, true. I mean, I would have Kane induct him
Yeah.
because he's the other brother.
Hmm.
So you just get Undertaker, as you say. He, duffs his cap, and then Kane just talks about him. But it just seems weird. Why could they not have inducted him while he was still alive? It just seems weird that it's like now he's dead. It's like, all right, we'll do it now.
Because he probably was still working for WWE behind the scenes or something.
True, but Ric Flair is working for the WWE now, and he's got two bloody Hall
Well,
of Fame.
I can't really explain it. I mean, because I don't know why Andre the Giant isn't in the fucking in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
So, regardless though, it's gonna be pretty good. And
Yeah.
WrestleMania 30, I think the fact that they're doing this with Daniel Bryan, it's like it's saving it.
Mm.
Otherwise this would have been a shitty year. Um,
Yes. Yes.
so yeah, it's not gonna be the best, but I know it won't be the worst. I get the feeling. We'll see how the matches play out. Hopefully they'll let these guys wrestle. Cause I remember, oh shit, which wrestling? I said was it 25 or 24? I know it's the one where like Chris Jericho and Big Show are tag team. Okay, was it 25?
No, I
Maybe
don't think.
26. But I
Yeah.
remember one of these WrestleMania Manias, like they had like I already cut like a tag team title match because they won a longer like that pop star performance. They always had like a freaking guest singer.
Oh God, I really hate that.
Yeah, and basically like every freaking match had a little music video play for it. It's like one if we bought the WrestleMania, so we kind of expect what we're going to see. And two, if you went up to every one of those wrestlers and ask, would you rather have a music video or 5 more minutes onto your match? I'm pretty sure it'll take the 5 more minutes.
No, but last year I thought it was even worse because you had Puff Pastry, and then you had that other band. They had about four different freaking bands singing their own songs.
Luckily,
You
when
know,
when I was watching last year's WrestleMania on the network, I fast forward through that shit. But
nice.
now I'm gonna be watching this one live. I'm not gonna have that luxury. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a deuce. I'll be back soon. Like beer run or something. You know.
I don't know. I think they should just. I know that they do it because they're obviously being paid very large
Yeah.
sums of money for these people to sing on there. But
Honestly, I don't see why doing need some kind of halftime show. I would do it before WrestleMania started. You know.
well, no, the thing is that if you're going to have a halftime show, then have a halftime show. You know, last year you had, like I said, you had Puff Daddy. He did his rap song, and then you had a wrestling match, and then someone else turned up and sang their song, and then they had a match, and then someone else turned up. It's like just have the halftime thing so we can go use the toilet, wash our hands, get something to eat, come back, and hopefully it's finished.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about these bloody singers. That's not why I'm watching it.
Yeah.
This isn't MTV. This is WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's like we don't need Brodus Clay dance on. Say, oh my God, Brodus Clay's in the WrestleMania mystery. I forgot about him. It's a Scooby Doo movie.
Oh God, you know he's going to dance.
Oh lordy, it's like I already seen him in one movie, that horror film, and you know, he probably died in this one too. I think it was the
Yeah.
first dude that died in the movie.
Yeah, no, I might watch that Scooby Doo tomorrow.
Good luck, my friend.
Yeah,
All right, we'll wrap this up. Thanks, Micah, for joining me.
no problem.
Alrighty, see you guys at WrestleMania. Peace out.
Yep, bye.